So I got this eyeliner going on. Next I'm going to take my NARS, it's really NAR, I don't pronounce the S, but anyhow, smudge brush, number 15. And I'm just going to go back over, this is dry, I don't have anything on this. I'm going to go back over that line I did on the top. Kind of get in the corners there. Because next I'm going to take a NARS eyeliner in Caliste. I need to sharpen it. It looks sharp. It needs to be sharp because I'm going to do a fine line. Get a nice sharp point. This is a Makeup Forever double sharpener. It's a really good sharpener. A lot of sharpeners are not actually sharp enough for most eyeliners, so especially if you've got creamy eyeliners, they'll it's hard to get a nice sharp point. But so now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to lean a little bit closer to the mirror because you're not going to be able to see this easily. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this kind of dark teal eyeliner, and I'm going to go back over right at the lash line. So it's going to kind of tie in, but not be really matchy. And when I get done, it's not really going to look teal. It's just going to look kind of darker. So I'm going to go in here. Sorry, y'all are not going to be able to see this. But trust me, getting right in the lash line, right down to the corner. You do this one now. So, can you see that? It's hard to really tell but on the video, but just one little pop of a dark color will make a difference. This is not going on very well. This is kind of a harder pencil, so it's harder to get the color to rub off onto the eye. So I'm just kind of going back in there. So anyhow, now, so I'm going to get just a little bit of the bronze on the tip of the smudge brush. I'm going to go in here. I'm just going to smudge, smudge, smudge. And one thing, this will do a couple of things actually. It'll blend the colors. Smudging is very handy for, first of all, you don't want a really sharp, hard line. It'll make you look old and tired and weird. So the smudger will smudge out, smoke out those lines a little. Well, not smoke out, but I mean you could, but that's not what I'm doing here. It'll really smudge out those lines though, and make them a little softer. And if you go over it with shadow, it'll actually set it. Just like powder sets foundation on your face, the shadow will set the liner on your eyes. So I'm going back with a little bit of the tinting on the bottom, just to I'll go here. Going back over this. Got a little bit of that in my eye. Never hurt anybody though. So going back in there. So now that I've got that done, I'm telling you just a little bit more lightness in the corners. So I'm going to go back in with this. Okay. Now for a little bit of fun, Makeup Forever diamond powder. It's like it's very hard to see, I know. It's a very light gold glitter, and so what I do is I just put a little bit on my fingertip. I'm going to pat it in. A lot of people have lots of rules about glitter and what you can do and what you can't do, but you know, I think life is too short for rules, especially about something. I mean, it's makeup, my goodness. Let's not take it so seriously. Anyhow, so just a little bit of glitter, and that will kind of just catch the light. And what's really fun is put on mascara, and then take a, you know, like one of those disposable brushes, and dip it in the glitter, and then while your mascara is wet, kind of brush it in there and just get a little bit of glitter on there. So next I'm going to use, again, this is the Solar Riche in the 150. I'll dip it in there, just on the tip, and then blending it down. I still have a little bit of a mark there from my glasses. A little bit of a, so Sometimes you have to kind of step back from the mirror and see what's going on. It's very light. You can really tell what I'm doing there. So what do I want to do for blush? I think I'll do this. This is MAC Warm Soul. It's a mineral blush. This is great multi-purpose blush brush, face brush, because you can use it. Say you have a blush that's really got a lot of color to it. This will just pick up a little bit of the color, especially for maybe like NARS blushes. They're very, very pigmented, and so if you use this, you can just pick up a little. You don't end up looking like you got some matte cheeks. I don't really need a lot after putting that bronzer on. So I'm just gonna a little bit on there. Anyhow, I don't quite like the way that blush did, so I'm gonna do something different. Fabulous. This was a Nordstrom anniversary set. It's the famous NARS Orgasm Blush and Albatross Highlighter. So I'm going to take my 166 angle. And this is blush is more like a series of like short strokes all the way up the cheekbone. Right up into the temple. And then I'll take the same brush and go back to the highlighter and brush downward on the top for the highlighter. Okay, that looks like a lot, but it really isn't. Anyhow, that, I guess I should do some mascara, shouldn't I? So you just kind of sweep over those. You don't want to put too much on those. See, now I've got too much on these because of my little incident. Yeah, that is about that. And then I'm going to put some, I think I'll put some reverse lip liner on. This is like a clear. I love Kanye West. A lot of people hate him because he's cocky, and he does have his moments and everything, but anyhow, this is a clear liner. You put it kind of on the outside. This is one of my favorite kind of multi-purpose lipsticks, and it's gotten all crooked in the tube. I don't know how that happened, but I have a bunch of them. It's MAC, Slim Shine, and Bare. In makeup circles, this kind of color is called LBB, My Lips But Better, because it's kind of a nude color, very neutral. And there we have it. We're all done. It only took me 3 parts and a grilled cheese and nearly putting my eye out with the mascara. I told you that stuff was dangerous. This stuff is really good. And I know it doesn't show up on the video. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to show up or not. But it's really good stuff for one coat. I'm really impressed with it. So that's that. I'll see y'all later. Gonna stop the thing down here.